in New York City, where the Museum of Chinese America, in their Generational Legacy Award, presented the award to Chinese American World War II veterans. And then the next day, at their museum in New York, they had an unveiling ceremony to unveil 2 tiles. One tile for Chinese American World War II veterans, and another tile for Chinese American Citizens Alliance, the project on Chinese American World War II veterans recognition. And so with that, we have been able to present the Congressional Gold Medal to recipients, veterans, and next of kin across the country. And I would like to say that having been to other cities, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., the ceremony that we had at Fenway Hall in October has been the best ceremony across the country. And so I want to thank American Legion Post 328 for supporting this. But more so, I want to thank the American Legion, namely Jay Colbert, who was the president and commander, the national commander of the American Legion, who supported the award of the Congressional Gold Medal to our Chinese American World War II veterans. Thank you very much. I can tell you that when I visited Congress, speaking to members and to the staff, when I told them that this Congressional Gold Medal had the support of the American Legion, it made it very easy. Thank you. Let me now talk a little bit about the legacy of our Chinese American World War II veterans and what is the most enduring legacy left by our Chinese American World War II veterans. And so think about that. What is the most enduring legacy? Now we can say, yes, that their legacy was they defended the country and the freedom that we so much enjoy. Yes, we can say that they demonstrated the skills, competency, loyalty, and patriotism. Yes, we can say that they proudly served as Americans in spite of the discriminatory aspects of the Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882. But let me give you my view of what is the most enduring legacy left by our Chinese American World War II veterans. And so you really need to know and think about the Chinese in America and Chinese Americans in America pre-World War II. And mostly the Chinese in America and Chinese Americans lived in the Chinatowns across the country, working within themselves, among themselves, somewhat isolated to the American public. But in World War II, they volunteered, they were drafted, and predominantly when they served in the armed forces, they were integrated into the armed forces of the United States. So the most enduring legacy is that they made known to the American public who Chinese Americans were. And from that, they were able to open up opportunities for all Chinese Americans post-World War II, and through their hard work and sacrifice, they enabled the follow-on generations to live the American dream. And that living the American dream and their contribution is best manifested by you in the audience because in subsequent generations, there's been an ascendancy of Chinese Americans and levels of contribution and achievement across the country. So to our World War II veterans, thank you very much for your service and your sacrifice.